Let's get into the fun stuff. Hive is consolidating shares to attract more institutional investors. Now, this is going to obviously relate to the markets, what these large miners are seeing, how they're trying to get their funding, and so on. As we've been seeing over the past few weeks, a lot of the large miners that are looking for institutional investment, whether that be from VC funding or stock shares, that sort of thing, have started moving away from that for their expansion, started moving to debt. So they're taking on debt. We're seeing interest rates taking on as high as 12%, fully maturing within 2 years on some of these, like Marathon Digital, which is quite high and quite crazy. So a lot of them are hedging that Bitcoin will go up in price within the next 2 years, would be my assumption here. That being said, there's more shifts happening, and this kind of gives us that insight, right? Hive to consolidate shares to attract more institutional investors. Like we said, the crypto miner will have a 5-to-1 reverse stock split. Canadian crypto miner Hive Blockchain Technologies says it plans to consolidate its shares on a 5-to-1 ratio to attract institutional investors. The move will lower the number of its shares outstanding to about 82 million from 411 million and will be effective on May 20th, according to a statement. Quote, in speaking to shareholders at the numerous conferences I have attended in the past 60 days, it is apparent that some shareholders are finding it challenging to compare Hive to its industry peers as we have many more shares outstanding, end quote, Executive Chairman Frank Holmes said in the statement. Consolidation of shares, which is commonly known as a reverse stock split, is a process by which a publicly traded company reduces its share count and increases the price of each share outstanding. After the consolidation, price of each share will be higher and will create more visibility among large investors, as many institutional investors, mutual funds in particular, have policies against taking positions in stock priced under a minimum share price, regardless of market capitalization, Holmes noted. Quote, we believe that an increased share price arising from the share consolidation on the TSX-V and especially the NASDAQ will enable us to attract a broader range of shareholders, gain increased liquidity, and deliver long-term value to investors, end quote, Chief Financial Officer Darcy said in the release. The miner shares have plunged about 55% this year. The stock fell about 6% in early trading on Wednesday as most crypto-linked stock tumbled, with Bitcoin falling below 30,000 after the release of U.S. Consumer Price Index data for April. As always, we'll point out, just like I do every single time, the problem with investing in a stock that is related to Bitcoin is now you've exposed yourself to another point of failure, meaning not only do you have to worry about the price of cryptocurrency, but you also have to worry about the price of the stock and the company and whatever the company is doing. Obviously, this is a manipulation of the shares in purely, traditional finance security form to pump the price of the shares up to attract more people to purchase it. Will it work? I think highly doubtful, right? With the market the way it's going and trending down, I don't think that it's the best plan. I think, in fact, even though those interest rates are higher for Marathon Digital to get funding or find a way to fund for more Bitcoin miners, it makes more sense than trying to get more public funding through a security or stock options, right? So that's where that is. Would I ever suggest, and this is not final financial advice, but would I ever suggest purchasing, a stock in a mining company versus just purchasing Bitcoin? Personally, I would stay away from it. Like I said, I worry about adding in that additional point of failure. You have to worry about the company, right? I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Crypto Mining Morning Show every Monday through Friday, 7:45 a.m. Pacific and 10:45 a.m. Eastern Time. You can check out more clips here, or if you're interested in checking out the entire live show, you can check that out down here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday.